Hey guys, Mechanite here, and today I'm uploading a new video on my Ben 10 fictional horror series, Ben 10 Alpha. Kind of like my idea for Absolute Ben 10, but with more horror elements and things like that. And today we're exploring what happens in this universe when Ben takes off for Omnitrix. I hope you all enjoy, because I've really been enjoying building out this universe, exploring it even more, so let's just get straight into it. The galvanic mechamorphs were a race who were almost entirely wiped out by Azimuth's own Galvan Hunt. All except one. One mechamorph, named Malware, barely survived and managed to escape off-world and started researching Azimuth. He discovered Azimuth's favourite experiment, the Omnitrix, and planned to go down to Earth where the device had landed and destroy it out of spite. He eventually arrived and, when he got close to Ben, Malware's electronic frequency interfered with the electricity of Ben's brainwaves, causing Ben's most powerful memories to overwhelm him. It got worse and worse as Malware got closer, not knowing the pain he was causing Ben, but not caring either way. As Malware began trying to destroy the Omnitrix, Ben was frozen, trapped in his memories like a constantly burning prison, unable for the thought of fighting back to even breach his pain. The Omnitrix, however, wasn't frozen, as it created an energy surge that infused Malware's body with corrupted DNA and energy, causing him to warp and mutate as if his organs were tying themselves into knots and stretching themselves out. Malware was weakened and injured, so ran off with his body still rapidly warping. Ben sat there, not moving an inch for another 48 hours. The painful memories were too much for his body to even move while they remained. Ben would have cried that whole time, seeing his grandpa and cousin dying, his own flesh being torn apart by Kevin, and his own father attacking him all over again. But he'd ran out of tears to cry with. Afterwards, Ben went to the parents of a technopath he'd encountered previously named Cooper, and asked them to make him remove the Omnitrix from Ben's body. The parents refused, however, thinking the pain of the procedure might even be enough to kill Cooper, but Ben was too hurt and too desperate to take no for an answer. He transformed, breaking Cooper's dad's arm and throwing his mother against the wall as he tried to force his way past. He entered the basement where Cooper was sat, his head slumped down in his VR mask and hundreds of wires connecting them to the walls. It was practically pitch black, if not for the blue glow of Cooper's VR mask. Ben ripped the headset off of Cooper with his monstrous red arms. Cooper's eyes were wide open, staring blankly at the floor. As he lost the headset, every screen in the house started to glow brighter, as if on fire, and every electronic whirred to life, shaking violently and smoking as they overheated. Blood slowly spilled out of Cooper's nose as he desperately gasped for air, though his blank stare remained fixed. Ben screamed at him to remove the Omnitrix, which was now also glowing brightly, overheating and burning Ben's flesh. Ben grabbed Cooper's neck in one hand, pinned his arms against a chair in two others, and mutated his fourth into a cracked magma and diamond blade which he held against Cooper's neck. He screamed at Cooper again, his throat starting to burn as he shouted for Cooper to remove the Omnitrix. By now, every device in the neighbourhood was shaking and burning, every screen was glitching and glowing like the sun, and there was a piercing ringing that exploded through the streets. Cooper's eyes ever so slightly focused, and blood spilled out from them as the Omnitrix started to retract inside Ben's skin. By the time it had fully retracted, Ben had returned to his regular body, and Cooper fell off the chair onto the ground, blood spilling from his eyes, mouth, ears, nose, and beneath his fingernails, dead. Ben left, finally freed from the Omnitrix's control. Ben remained free of the Omnitrix for 5 whole years. His life was still hard, sure. He was homeless, had no friends or close family, but at least he was free. Eventually, even the memories started to pain him less and less. It seemed like he was finally moving on. All it took was a 15-second video to destroy that hope. 15 seconds to ruin it all. 15 seconds broadcasted to every news outlet across the globe of an alien figure warning Earth that they would be sending mutated Galvin called DNA-aliens to Earth one location at a time until all humans were extinct. Nobody took it seriously, however, besides the occasional conspiracy theorist. News outlets simply claimed it to be a hacker or a glitch in their systems, until the first attack took place. A mutated Galvin, no longer an intelligent species but corrupted into a rabid beast of war, attacked Italy. The only survivors were those who fled to other countries during the attack. No other messages were sent from the attackers, causing humanity to enter a frenzy. Some believed there wouldn't be any more attacks, that the war between countries would wipe us out without any need for more interference. Some believed it was a hoax, that the supposed alien that attacked was created by whatever country theirs was fighting with at that time. Hundreds of theories arose. Some thought sacrificing people would appease the aliens. Some believed there was no point in fighting back, that you should live life while you still could. Regardless, some countries blamed each other. A nuclear war broke out, killing thousands before the second attack could even take place. The second place to be attacked was California, where Ben was currently situated. He became trapped in an alleyway, the DNA alien rushing round the corner to tear him apart. Time seemed to slow down as the beast leapt at Ben, fangs bared. A burning pain suddenly surged through Ben's wrist, as his veins glowed green and his skin began to tear, the Omnitrix reconstructing itself onto his wrist. The memories were returning, and Ben was only able to hold on from freezing in fear long enough to grasp at the dial, which enveloped him in green light, searing his palm. The transformation was instantaneous, though it didn't feel that way to Ben. He felt his teeth grow out of his gums, extending into fangs. His vision split as he grew extra bulging eyes, and extra arms stretched out of his sides, forcing their way through Ben's ribs. He didn't remember ever becoming any transformation like this before. Ben felt as if he was watching through somebody else's eyes. His body leapt across the walls, trying to escape as if in autopilot, as Ben was too frozen by the memories to move on his own. This odd alien form created strings of web from their tail to swing across buildings, until it arrived on a roof of a building just outside the state border. The memories had slightly calmed by now, which was good, as Ben felt his body warping and mutating as he returned to normal. Why did the Omnitrix come back? Why are the attacks happening? Ben's life had returned to horror, and it sure as hell wasn't holding back.